Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at something very special in this video. Quite a accomplishment by any measure, and that is going to be a trainer who's actually going to be able to take out Genesect by himself, not mock solo, but just completely by himself. And that trainer is going to be LatiosNYC. This guy invested in the Shadow Moltres, invested in the Shadow Entei, and Shadow Charizard, and went all out for this. So pretty awesome stuff. Big shout out to him. I'll have a link to his Twitter in the description if you want to follow this champion here. So just taking a look at my Moltres and then just seeing how much they cost to power up. You may be familiar that these Pokemon are not going to be cheap. And not only that, but 2 Shadow Moltres, which is going to cost you quite a bit of rare candies. I would assume that he had to invest in. Unless he did have a bunch of Moltres candies stacked up or something. I actually forgot to TM away the Moltres that I got on the second day of GoFest. TM away that frustration. I can't believe it. I don't know what I was thinking. But he did that, obviously, and TM'd away the Entei. Completely maxed out. And this is going to be in sunny weather. So he is going to have the weather boost on the Fire-type Pokemon. Going up against the Genesect, I do believe the moves are going to be X Scissor and Fury Cutter, so not very effective to the fire types and not very much damage whatsoever. So basically the only thing that he has to worry about doing here is not necessarily fainting, but just dishing out as much damage as possible, and that's exactly what these Shadow Pokemon are going to be doing for you. So could you imagine being able to just go around and soloing Genesect by yourself? So let's go ahead and take a look at this. We're going to be walking through this here so we can see how this exactly goes down. Now, taking a look at this team here, because it's very brief, I will also have a link to his channel and the video. So we have the 2 Shadow Moltres, the Shadow Entei, the Shadow Charizard, and then 2 Reshiram at the end, completely maxed out. That is one expensive party right there. Now, some of us may be able to invest in these Pokemon and do this because we have the resources, but did you do it? Did you invest in them? All right, so let's go ahead and hop right into this and see what we have going on here. We'll be taking a look at the time, and he does have the moves right on the screen there as well as the weather, so fantastic. All right, so I'm kind of curious to see exactly where the halfway mark is going to land for the timer as well as the health here. So basically, you're just tapping away at this point, right? You've invested, you made all the necessary things that you need to get done to accomplish this, TMing away frustration on the Shadow Pokemon, completely maxing them out. You don't need secondary moves or anything on these by any means, obviously. Just go in there with straight fire moves and you're perfectly fine. For the Moltres, you're not going to need some sort of elite TM or anything like that, because Overheat is a move that you can simply just get right. So first Moltres doing quite a bit of damage. As you can see, he is not dodging a single thing here, while the X Scissors are doing no damage, while very slowly charging up the charge move for him to get off a little bit faster as they are being spammed at them. So in comes the second Moltres here, and we're a little bit over a quarter away. And yeah, it's not, I mean, those X Scissors are just doing nothing. That's the key too. You need to find the correct moveset. So if you do attempt to do this, make sure you do find the correct moveset, because anything else is going to be iffy, right? Maybe, I don't think you're going to be able to do it Magnet Bomb, because that one's a little bit more, a little stronger, a little tougher, right? You have the Moltres up in the front, Flying and Fire type, which are going to be massively resisting that bug move. So it's giving you a bit more of an edge to stay in the fight a little bit longer. And then the Entei, and all the Fire types are going to be resisting the Magnet Bomb, if that was the case. But X Scissor, as it is here, is simply going to be massively resisted by Moltres, and then the Fire types followed behind it. So it's still not halfway yet. Very exciting to see this here. That is like one of the determining factors in whether or not you're going to be able to complete a raid, duo, trio, whatever the case may be. You know, it's just going to show you exactly what your progress is and if you're moving along the way you need to. And if I never really make the yellow, I kind of back out at that halfway point, maybe even a little bit, you know, beyond the yellow after we did make it to 150 or so, depending on the raid, right? And a lot of times it could be because somebody had to relobby or something like that. So he was able to make it into the yellow well before 150. So he is on course for success here. In comes the Shadow Charizard. Now let's talk about this one here. This one was going to require an elite charge TM, which, man, this team is with the, let's see, Moltres and the 2 Moltres and then the Entei there. That's around, you know, 900,000 Stardust. And then the Charizard, easily over 1 million. So yeah, all depends on the levels that these Pokemon were caught to, but the Moltres is pretty straightforward unless he had a bit of a weather boost on the Entei and the Moltres when he did catch those from Giovanni, but that's not going to make too much of a difference. So the Charizard is going down right now. In comes the first Reshiram, so the first Pokemon that's not going to be Shadow here. Now, besides all the Shadow Pokemon that you did just see, the Reshiram is going to be the best counter other than Shadows, right? Otherwise, those Shadows are going to be, in fact, the best counters to go up against the Genesect in the order that he did have them by the Moltres, Entei, and then the Charizard, especially in the sunny weather, because, well, you can't do this without sunny weather either. So Reshiram going strong here, taking those X Scissors like a champ while just dishing out massive damage. It adds up so fast. Genesect, pretty good Pokemon. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's going to be kind of expensive, you know, going all in on that secondary move if you're not somebody who grinds hardcore for that Stardust for the return that it's going to give you. It's not like some sort of super good Pokemon to use to go up against a specific raid. Although, I mean, grass types, I mean, that could be nice if you want to have a lot of resistance, I guess. But there's also, you know, Moltres, all right? That's just the way it goes. There's always like another Pokemon on top of another Pokemon that's doing better. But anyway, it comes to the last Pokemon. So this is the final Pokemon in his party here. You're going to have to do this without relobbying. That's the way it goes. So looking pretty good, on course for success here. And we just hit the 27 marker, and we're looking great with about, I don't know, 8% health left or less. Now we're looking even smaller, like at 3%, maybe 2. Just a couple more moves. We're at 15 seconds, 14, 13, 12. This is getting pretty close here. And this overheat's going to call the shot. It's over. And they completed it right around 5 to 4 seconds there. Absolutely amazing. This is a huge accomplishment. And man, almost makes me want to invest in my Shadow Moltres, honestly. But like I said, I forgot to TM it, and I'm definitely not going to buy a secondary move so I can do it. You know what I mean? All right. And look at that. Are you kidding me? Wow, what a cherry on top. He gets a shiny for soloing a Genesect. And a decent IV at that. I mean, that's pretty incredible. Man, give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, trainers. So when you're doing these solo challenges, I mean, a legendary at that, I couldn't even imagine. Whenever I do personal solo challenges, you know, you get super excited afterwards. I could imagine his excitement after completing this, but then getting a shiny on top of that, man, that's just a story of perfection right there. So big congrats to LatiosNYC. That is amazing. Now, some other news really quick before I do let you guys go here. We have some new stickers. Okay, so you can purchase some. You can get some in gifts. Pretty neat. All right, I like that Slowpoke. Fantastic. And then we're also going to have Heatran returning to Raids on August 21st. Okay, so yeah, that's actually happening, trainers, until September 10th. Now, I know some people still need it, and honestly, it is what it is at this point. I mean, Niantic picks a raid, and we just go along with it until they release the next raid. Fleece King did have something pretty funny to say down here, if you could see that. He was just kind of going over the fact that we were all, you know, waiting to see what the next legendary raid was. What is it going to be? Going to release the Yaga Palkia with the shiny forms? I don't know, maybe the trio, the bird trio, or Mewtwo, or something like that. Maybe for people to get a little bit of candies after the ones that they did catch at GoFest. But no, Heatran, just out of the blue. But hey, it is what it is. So there you have it. That's awesome. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, trainers, please give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe if you're new, and I will be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go and bringing you some more Go Battle League battles. Thanks for watching, and I'll be catching you all in my next video. Take care.